team ain't going to do it, but I have to do it. Because I'm thinking about it like this, Shady. I'm thinking about it like this, Joy. You came into the season thinking you'd have KD. You'd have Kyrie. That's why you wanted to run it back. That and in large part that you couldn't get what you wanted for KD. So let's go ahead and run it back with KD and Kyrie. But now you're realizing very quickly, oh, this ain't going to win you nothing. So if you're not going to win anything with Kyrie, Irving, and KD, then I might as well blow it all up and go ahead and start the process of winning now. I don't see Kevin Durant winning a championship in Brooklyn. I just don't see it. In large part because I think Kevin Durant needs to be partnered with the leader in order to win. But you can't come to an organization and lead Kevin Durant because he got there first. Right. And within the locker rooms, it is a very simple hierarchical structure. Whoever's there first, they usually call the shots. If Steph Curry would have joined Kevin Durant on a squad, it would have been Kevin Durant's team. I remember when Shady was out and DeMarco Murray was in. Dave Hellman, I would assume DeMarco Murray was a leader in the Cowboys locker room. Yeah. Probably broke down some huddles, et cetera. Sure. When DeMarco Murray came to Philly, he was coming off an all-pro season. He wasn't nobody's leader, not because he wasn't talented, because Jason Peters was already there. Fletcher Cox was already there. There's a structure based upon superstars. If there's already a superstar present, you better fall in line. I don't care how star-studded you are, unless the person is LeBron James. So when I look at it, the Nets should go ahead and try to trade Kevin Durant because you might as well start the reset process sooner than later. Shady, should the Nets trade KD?
No, absolutely not. Kevin Durant, is that what we're talking about? We're talking about Kevin Durant?
The one and only.
Okay, so when you talk about the God, as in KD, come correct. They need to find the right coach for Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets. That's all they're missing. I mean, think about this. My main guy is Kevin Durant, and I have solid pieces around him. See, we can't act like they don't have no players over there, though. Because Steph Curry is coming back, right? We need shooters. Ben Simmons, I don't want him to shoot. He's never going to shoot, but I want him to play defense. You get a right coach for that team, who knows? Sky's the limit. I think it's a lot of heat there for off-the-court reasons, right? But I just feel like if any coach, if you take that away, any coach would love to coach the Brooklyn Nets. They have super talent everywhere. So I wouldn't trade Kevin Durant. I would try to work it out, get the right coach for that system, and get it rolling again.
Yeah, they can't trade Kevin Durant. This is what you signed up for. This is the deal you made. You already bought the Ferrari. It's got a scratch on the side of it. It's yours now. It belongs to you. You got to keep it. Just put your little marker, figure take it to the shop. You ain't sending it back. It's purchased. This is the situation you signed up for. Kyrie, KD are not a mystery. And especially around the league, there's no secrets. Everybody knows how everybody acts in the locker room. They know how they interact with their girl. They know how they interact with coaches. There's no secrets. It's too small of a community. You knew what you signed up for with these guys. KD is an all-time great player. Kyrie, all the things. He's got the handle, finisher at the rim. Can be a good player in the right situation. Not going to create cultures when it comes to winning. Kyrie won with LeBron James. KD went to Golden State. This is a startup. I call the Brooklyn Nets a pop-up shop. That's what they are. They're there for a week. Well, how about that cute little candle thing there? Oh, no, they ain't here no more.
Oh, damn, they closed.
They're in Austin
they didn't
now.
update their Instagram.
Yeah, we don't know where they are. They're traveling around somewhere. That's what they are. They don't have a culture. So you're all in it now. There's nothing you can do. You have to try to make this situation work. There were plenty of opportunities for them to reset and reboot this, to get away from everything that's happening. To me, the headlines that come out of Brooklyn don't even surprise me anymore. Yeah. It's like, oh, Brooklyn, that makes sense. That tracks. So this is what you have to do. You're all in on it now. You purchased a Ferrari. It's got a scratch on it.
I just don't get, and yeah, I mean, I agree with everybody. Like, what do you stand to gain doing that now anyway? I mean, like, if you want to do it at the trade deadline, if the Nets are sorry and this doesn't get any better, sure. What value does KD lose? Like, we're like, what, 3 weeks into the season?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You might as well give it a go. And that's clearly what the Nets want to try to do. Like, and why wouldn't you want to try to stay relevant? Like, I always say, like, forget the legacy stuff, forget rings and all that crap. Like, the people who run the Nets want people to come to their games and spend money on hot dogs and beer. Like, you need to give people a reason to go to the Barclays Center and watch them. So you need Kevin Durant for that. And also, at the very least, give it a try if that's what you're going to do. I mean, if they're really going to hire Ime Udoka, that's what they want to do. Like, they're going to bring in a guy with baggage regardless because he is a good enough coach that he can get something out of them. So you might as well do that if that's what you want to do. Because, again, like, the time for for the, like the old Sixers, the trust the process Sixers. Like that is an organizational philosophy that requires a lot of planning and a lot of commitment. That's not what this is. If it looks rough in 2 or 3 more months, you can have that conversation, but not right now.
Joy, can Kevin Durant win a title in Brooklyn the way you've seen the Nets be structured over the last, just call it 3 years?
No, absolutely not. Because I have too much respect for organizations that do things the right way and develop players and have benches and have consistency with coaching and have cultures and have talent that buy into the coaching and the culture. To sit here and act like anything that's happened in Brooklyn is ever going to convince me that they're going to get this together. There's too much going on. You need everything to line up. You need health. You need consistency. You need momentum. And you need focus. And everything that happens in Brooklyn is chaos. It's no different than any other working environment. It's no different than a home environment. If you've got chaos in your life, it's hard to focus on being successful. You have to overcome that, and everyone has to want to overcome that. Where's the fire in Brooklyn?
Okay, I'm glad you brought up a home environment. Let's use the home analogy. If you are in a home 2-5, you do a lot with home renovations and all that. Sometimes doesn't it make more sense to just say, you know what, I'm going to design my own home as opposed to, okay, I'm going to fix the kitchen, but dang, if I change the floors in the kitchen, now I got to change the floors in the living room. Uh-oh, I just changed the floors in the living room, now I got to change the carpet to the stairs. Like now I just changed the carpet to the stairs, now I got to change the handrails to the stairs. Rather than trying to keep changing the different rooms for the Brooklyn Nets, why don't you just say, I'm going to blow it up and start over?
Because all your money is tied up in this project now. If we were going to start the project, like, do we want to buy a turnkey home or do we want a fixer-upper? Well, you've already invested all your expendable income in this fixer-upper. So it's too late now. And you had an opportunity to get out of it this offseason, and you chose not to do that because Brooklyn wanted way too much for any of these other organizations who would obviously love to have Kevin Durant, but needed the draft picks, the cap space, and the pieces there to bring in Kevin Durant. So that's the real problem, is the rest of the NBA isn't fooled by the Brooklyn Nets. Like, the Brooklyn Nets think they're going to sneak up on somebody, and everyone's like, no, we're good. We were in the Eastern Conference Finals. We always go to the playoffs. We have young players that we like. Our coach and players get along with each other. We're not in the news for all the stuff that Brooklyn's in the news for. So, no, we won't be taking on any of this mess from you because you guys don't know how to structure your culture and organization properly to support players like KD and Kyrie. And they deserve some blame for this, but so do the Brooklyn Nets for not having the foresight to put together an organization that could make this successful. Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.